All right, so folks that would like to get involved with these training schools, how does it work? Who do they contact and when does it happen?
You can contact us, Redbeard Riding Academy. You can check it out on Facebook, Instagram, and Google. Our numbers and email addresses are on there. I know giving a number is 068 446 1188, but you can check it out all on our socials. And to get in contact with us, you can find us here at Kalani Short Circuit or Go-Kart Track every Monday from 2 to 6.
There we go, the latest from Shantae, and you can then find out how you can learn to stay on the top end of the motorcycle.
Well, Gary, here's a surprise. I'm reeling in Shantae to commentate with me on the bikes. How's that?
What a pleasure.
What a pleasure. We'll have a lady doing bikes for a change.
If not, why not?
If not,
nothing wrong with that.
I just want to clear something up here for the people out there. Gary and Shantae used the word about drive and driver. It's actually ride and rider.
Right, yeah, with Gary.
Right, so the guys are just on their second warm-up lap. Shantae, what do you think? Do you think we're going to have a good race here? Looks like the rain has dissipated. The track's a bit wet here on the southern side of the circuit. It looks a bit dry down here towards the northern side. It's weird. It's blowing southeast still. The flags are still hanging southeast as we can see. But look down there in the southeast. It looks like the dark and dismals over Cape Town Central are coming towards us, and it's that horrible sort of drizzly type rain that just wets everything.
Yeah, wet enough to put not to have slicks on.
Yeah,
but
I'd have wets.
Yeah, it's a
But
mixture.
now the quandary belies us. You've got wets on. You can't punch them too hard because they're going to get soft, and you run them off and they get a bit slippery and wobbly. And so you're going to have to sort of be very strategic about where you're going to plant the bike.
I could see everybody was being strategic in the pits. You know, one's going, should I keep my wets on? Shouldn't I? Should I do this? Should I do that? You know, and at the end of the day, it's decisions.
It's going to be a hectic one. But let's have a look. See, they're going to be coming up to the line pretty shortly to line up. They're all diving down into Pertamina Fast Track Corner, turn number 5. So making their way up, the likes there. And I see on pole position we've got Nicholas Hutchins from the HSC team, Jamie Hall. Jamie very quick, he's out in a 650. We know him from the Breakfast Club. Raymond Alexander apparently had a blinder of qualifying. He had wets on out in the wet yesterday afternoon, so he qualified in 3rd position overall and first of the 300s. Then we got Lance Jonas, Ryan Kutsia, Matty Fanikak's out there. He's also an ex-Breakfast Club boy. Bones, Adrian Solomon is there. Raymond Besaidnot said he had a massive scare in turn 1 in the rain. He was on slicks during quali, but he managed to keep it upright. Mitch put it down during the warm-up lap, so I don't know if he's going to be able to ride. He's out of it. Boom, bang up against the wall. Keegan Wasserfall's out there. Nice to see Keegan back out there. Max Munton, Abigail Boston. Abby, no, that's why I've got you here, because there's a lady out there.
You know, I heard Abby dropped 4 positions this morning.
Now, I believe Abby and Bones, Adrian Solomon are at it.
They're at
1 point. 1 point.
1 point. I've
Separate
the hecticness in between those
and
two.
Abby's got a bit of place to make up to catch Adrian Solomon. And the old man, Peter Hills there. Mitch put it down, so he's out. And then we've got Elman Mostert out there as well. So let's see how it goes. Max Munton's out there as well. Max is a bit of a wild child. So
absolutely.
We've seen him on short circuit. You've been there. You've seen how well Max does on the short circuit. Now he's on a 395 KTM.
Beautiful.
390, I should say.
What a pity with Mitch Robinson, though. It's such a pity. I know he's feeling really bummed right now, feeling the FOMO.
No, for sure. He'll be out of this one. Trust me, he'll be back for the second one. But I think if there's anything that he has lost now, it's just a lot of talent. He just ran out of talent there on the warm-up lap. Probably put a bit of a damp squib. Right, so they're ready to go. We're going to wait for the lights to go off. Lights on and off. This flu is tasted. Right, the lights on, the lights off, and away they go. They all dive down towards turn number 1, Hole's corner. Try and see who picked up the whole shot there, and they're diving in there. Who's it? It's Nicholas Hutchins. Yes, the HSC bike. It rolls in there, and who's up behind him? We'll have to wait and see. We pick it up now. They're rolling up the Uber straight up towards Castrol corner. Coming up towards Castrol, Ryan Kutsia goes up into 2nd place. Ryan Kutsia starts up into 2nd. Ryan has been actually on fine form of late, I have to admit. And I'm having a look. There's Adrian Solomon in the green, and Abigail Boston's ahead of him. Aha.
Well, one thing's for sure is Abid has no fear.
No fear. Not whatsoever. They all roll down through interceptor corner. There they're coming in. There's Abid, Raymond Alexander. They're all going through there up towards the Sardo sweep. And Nicholas Hutchins trying to get away. Ryan Coetzee is going to have to try and reel him in. I reckon Jamie Hall's in there in third as they work their way down the back straight. Everyone's sort of jostling for positions. There you can see the dry patch. You see, this is where they're going to get the bite. But that's where you've got to be careful that you're not going to run off those wets if you're on wets. And Nicholas Hutchins leading out down into Pertamina Fostron corner, turn number 5. Hutchins leads out. There's Ryan Coetzee. Looks like Jamie Hall's up behind him. Lance Jonas is in there. And Ryan Coetzee has been doing fantastically well of late. Shante, I don't know what you think. I think you've been following the boys.
Absolutely. I mean, in comparison to last year now, he's really come up the mark a lot.
No, doing exceptionally well now as they come down into turn number 1. It's Hutchins, Coetzee, Jamie Hall, Lance Jonas. Then it's Fanika coming in there, Maddie Fanika, then Adrian Solomon again of Abigail Bosson. Ooh, that's going to be a real blinder of a race today. They're 1 point apart, and Solomon leading out of Boston Championship by 1 point. And if there's any time that's a good time to make up points, it's on a day like this that's so indifferent.
And you know, the weather, this definitely separates I want to say the boys from the girls, but I mean, it's really, this weather brings out a whole nother gameplay, and I see there's a bit of sand on the track there. Is it?
No, that's the Drizzt compound for the oil.
The oil,
yeah,
yes.
It soaks it up. It's environment friendly. That's the nice thing about it. And when it actually goes down, it dries immediately. So you don't get any effect underfoot, as they would say. Wonder tire in this instance. But yeah, so it's great stuff happening there. The leaders now making their way down towards turn number 5, Pertamina Fostron. There's Nicholas Hutchins. He's got a fair lead over Ryan Coetzee. Jamie Hall hounding the back of Coetzee now as they work their way down towards turn number 5. There's Hutchins. He goes in. You see him taking a nice quiet line. He's just keeping it upright. When you ride in the wet, it's more keeping the bike upright, but you sort of get off just to pull it around, because you're going to pull it down, it's going to leave you. So you want to keep the bike and bring it around. Jamie Hall looking pretty hot shot there. Lance Jonas there in picture. Lance be having fun. He likes the wet. Up behind him, Maddie Fanikak, and then it's Adrian Solomon and Abigail Bosson. Let's have a look at that difference in time. 1.5 seconds. There goes Solomon. And there comes Abby now. So there we come through. And going through there now. That's all the lead riders going through. Abigail Bosson and them. And they're working their way out of Jamie Hall going in. That should be Jonas. And then Fanikak. Bike off in turn 1. Okay, well, there's a bike off in turn 1, but the rider seems okay. We'll try and pick up where that is. Nicholas Hutchins in the wet, putting in a 1:29. Not too shabby.
It's incredible, and he's pulling a massive gap.
Yeah, he's making sure he stays ahead there. And, well, it's not too bad. Ryan Coetzee doing well. He's getting a bit away from Jamie Hall, as you can see on screen, working their way down the back straight down towards turn number 5. Have a look at the line that they take. You see they're all hammering for that like little bit of wet line there.
The wet line.
Yeah, you don't want it coming because it's dry and the wet's not going to get worn out. There's Lance Jonas up behind him. Now you see they come back on the inside because this is where it's wet. This is where the wets are going well. Right, it's here.
It's very wet at the end of this hairpin.
Yeah.
It's really, really wet.
And then they go back out and then they go through that little streams running across, and that helps to cool the tyres down a little bit. There we see now Ryan Coetzee in picture, lying second, up behind Nicholas Hutchins. Coetzee crosses the line. Jamie Hall still pursuing him as hard as he can. Not too far behind is Lance Jonas. And then they're coming out is Maddie Fanikak, and up behind him is Bones, Adrian Solomon, and there's Abigail Boston not too far behind. So Abby is giving it a close. Raymond Alexander that's through there. But Alexander must be lapped. He must be a lap down. He's a lap down. Yeah, I recognize the leathers in the bike that Raymond was there. So he's down, up behind him is Adrian Solomon. So we got that one sorted out. And yesterday Raymond Alexander was so great, and now look where he sits down.
No, you know, the weather definitely plays a different effect, you know, depending on the tires that you've got on for the day.
Well, we're looking, no, it's actually updated. Raymond Alexander is now, in fact, in 5th place. Oh, Nicholas Hutchins has put it down. Nicholas Hutchins has put it down in turn 1. So that means that Ryan Coetzee leads the race once again.
Once again, and it's terrible news. Poor, Nicholas is always all or nothing. He's either giving his best and he's making it a great one, or he's coming off doing it.
Yeah, I know, but I tell you what, Ryan Coetzee must be rubbing his hands in glee, but he's got to stay ahead there of Jamie Hall, and Jamie is absolutely no slouch whatsoever. He'll be pushing him to the bitter end. There's Ryan going in, there's Jamie up behind him. And we know Jamie is, like Ryan, is a light-framed lad, and they're pretty quick and nimble on the machine as they work their way now out of 30-meter Fastron. And they seem to have pulled away a bit from Lance Jonas. Right, so here they come. Here's Ryan Coetzee leading out. He'll cross the line in P1. Then it's Jamie Hall. There we're going to see, there comes Lance Jonas. Jonas in third. Let's have a look, see as they cross the line. Lance Jonas gets through. Right, here we go. There's Matthew van Niekerk. There's Raymond Alexander. Then we're going to have Aiden Solomons. There's Solomons. There's Abby.
Abby's coming. She's coming. Watch him.
Yeah, I know. Well, we've got 4 laps to go. So Abby's got time to work her magic. And she's looking very comfortable. Watch her coming to turn 1 now. Watch her line. She comes in and then, boom, works it in nicely. Have you ever looked there when they're coming out of 1? All the water lying there.
That is a lot of water. And I'm pretty sure they're all happy that they've got their wets on today.
Yeah, no, for sure. Right, so we look up at the Tiger book straight away. Try and pick up who's coming towards us. Is this Ryan Coetzee? Yep, it's Ryan. Ryan coming in first. There's Matthew van Niekerk. Oh, sorry, Jamie Hall. Jamie Hall sitting right up behind him. And Lance Jonas in a very lonely third place.
There's a massive gap between second place and third and fourth.
And then fourth place here is Matty van Niekerk, and he's been followed there by Raymond Alexander as we go down towards turn number 5. Right, turn 5, there we go. Coetzee goes in. Jamie Hall there. Ryan Coetzee riding a very, very solid race at this moment in time. When he crosses the line, we'll have 3 laps to go. So all he's really got to do is just keep it upright, I reckon.
Yeah, his pace is really great, and he's keeping that gap between himself and Jamie Hall at the moment. But I think Jamie Hall is giving all he's got to just keep the pace.
Right, coming towards us now is Lance Jonas in the Suzuki. He crosses the line. He's in P3.
The lonely rider.
Yeah, and Matty van Niekerk here in P4.
Raymond Alexander on his heels.
Yeah, but Raymond using that wet line. Have you noticed he dived to the inside on the wet line there? He's got Adrian Solomon chasing hard. Here comes Abby. Abby's a little bit closer. Abby goes through. She's absolutely murdering that Yamaha at the moment, trying to stay in touch with him. I think Adrian's on a Kawasaki, if I'm not mistaken. Adrian Solomon, yeah, he's on a Kawasaki 400, so a little bit of a power difference there, but Abby is definitely not giving up there. Going into Adrian Solomon, and there's Abby Bosson. So coming on screen, Ryan Coetzee, Jamie Hall coming over out of Sorrel Sweep, and they're going to make their way down the back straight. And we see them go down towards the back straight. So when they cross the line, they'll have 2 laps to start their penultimate lap now as they work their way down towards turn 5, 30-meter Fastron. Look how nicely the back straight's dry.
The back straight is almost completely dry, and then you come into turn 5, and it's just water.
Yeah, no, it's wet. It's wet, and that's where you want the wets to work. Is in the corners.
I can see everybody's lines are sort of changing now as they're coming out of that turn, because they're trying to stay on the wet side. Because even the main straight here is starting to dry quite a bit as well.
Fortunately, they're coming to the close. Yeah, Lance Jonas looks over his shoulder, exiting 5 as he goes up over the line. And when they cross the line, they will have 2 laps left. Fantastic stuff. Jonas over there. There's Matty van Niekerk. Up behind him is Raymond Alexander and Adrian Solomon chasing Raymond. Raymond is murdering at KTM. And here comes Abby. Look at Abby getting a bit closer. She's definitely on the fly. There's Solomon going past. There comes Abby. I promise you, Abby she can't twist that plastic any harder on that throttle. No. She's really stretching the cable, trying to get more out of the carburetor there as she goes down into turn 1. Taking great lines. Look at her coming nice and tight into turn 1. Brings it around. You get spat out as you go up. You'll see the bike go down towards the other side. But you can then climb on the gas, roll it on, roll your way up towards turn 1. Solomon on the back of Alexander. And here comes Abby. Here comes Abby. Abby's getting closer. You'll see her coming to picture now. And there she is. She is absolutely flying. The young lady is doing well. Shante, you must be happy there's a lady in there.
It's always great seeing females out there. It's something different, and it changes the game a lot.
Makes it makes it exciting because the guys don't want to go to work on Monday and say, I've got to pipe chicken in this restaurant. You know what I mean? It's not nice, yeah.
Abby seems to be like on a race of her own there as well, though.
Yeah, I know she's racing against herself at the moment. Ryan Coetzee still leading out, about to start his final lap. Ryan Coetzee on the Kawasaki 650 works his way down into turn number 1. Coming up towards us, it's Lance Jonas crossing the line. So Ryan Coetzee starts his final lap. And we've got coming out here is out of turn 5 is Betty van Niekerk. Oh, look at this. There's look at I'll tell you what, this lady is absolutely flying on this bike at the moment. Brilliant stuff here coming out of Abby Bosson here. She's lying down in 7th, but it's all about these points. And, well, it's still, they passed Alexander.
Yeah, I just said something must have happened. Did something happen there? Because
no, I don't think so. But Abigail Boston's behind Raymond Alexander. But that means that now the points differential, no, Alexander got back ahead there of Adrian Solomon going into turn 2. But look where Abby is in this last lap.
She has caught up, and it's become quite a race between her.
She has done well. But you know what this means for the heat number 2? The times. Where you're going to be on the grid. Because that's where this lady's thinking way ahead. And our leader now coming up towards us out of turn number 5 is going to be Ryan Coetzee. A sterling job. This deserves every round of applause in these treacherous conditions. Coming up towards us, right up behind him with Jamie Hall. Right, the flag should be out. This should be the final lap. Cross the line. First, Ryan Coetzee. And he does a 1:29.295. Jamie Hall is second. Then comes Lance Jonas. Lance Jonas is going to take up 3rd position. Jonas up towards the line. He crosses the line. Wait for the rest of the field. They're working their way through Pertamina Fostron corner. Turn number 5. That's going to be Matthew van Niekerk. Matthew van Niekerk, and it looks like Adrian Solomon has got past Raymond Alexander. Matthew van Niekerk crosses the line, and here comes Raymond Alexander. He's got it, and this doesn't do Abby any good. Bounce past Alexander, and look where Abby is, right up behind them. What a race coming out of Abby Shot.
No surprise.
Eh?
No surprise, that girl can go.
I'm telling you, brilliant stuff there. Right, so the rest of the field, a lot of folk, Foliard Hutchings out there, King of Asphalt, Mitch Robinson didn't even get a chance to start. He cannot be happy about that.
Poor boy.
And a couple of the slower riders still bringing it home. Here's Max Munton coming over the line. So Max Munton finishes in 8th. And then Peter Hill and the likes, and Raymond Besaidner, Almay Mostert, they're still going to bring it home. But yeah, I thought that was a pretty...
That was a race and a half.
It was, well, given the conditions, Shante. I mean, you know, don't forget about who's who. We know who's who in the zoo, yeah. But the conditions was the determining factor. Absolutely,
and you know what, and despite the conditions, there were still some battles going on here.
Brilliant stuff, yeah, I know, for sure. And everybody enjoying themselves immensely. I'd just like to see the points table. That's what I'd like to see.
Absolutely.
Who's who, who's where. But thanks for joining us.
No, thank you guys. It's been a blast.
The folks can catch you on Yo Stars, yeah?
Absolutely. Every morning.
Every morning,
Every morning,
yeah.
6 to 8 a.m.
6 to 8, she's the breakfast lady.
I'll wake you up.
Oh, that's what I need, a good wake-up call there. As I'm having my coffee, stick on the laptop. Ah, there's Shantae. Great stuff. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Have a great one.